Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Batra, page 30, B, top of the page, with the words the High Ara Didihi, that this land is formerly mine, and that you did not purchase it from me. Go away, I am not legally answerable to you. Rava said, the claimant started the halacha to the possessor, as this is a legitimate claim, and Rava accepted his claim. There was a certain person who said to another, "What do you want with this land of mine?" The possessor said to him, "I purchased it from so-and-so, and then I worked and profited from it for the years necessary for establishing the presumption of ownership." The claimant said to him, "So-and-so is a robber who robbed me of the field, and he did not have the authority to sell it to you." The possessor said to him, "But I have witnesses that I came and consulted with you, and you said to me, 'Go purchase the land,' indicating that you conceded that he had the authority to sell it." The claimant said to him, "The reason I advised you to purchase it was because the second person, in other words, you, the possessor, is amenable to me, while the first, meaning the purported thief, is more difficult than he. In other words, I prefer to litigate with you rather than with him." Rava said, the claimant stated the halacha to the possessor, as this is a legitimate claim, and Rava accepted his claim. The Gemara asks, in accordance with whose opinion is Rava's statement? It is in accordance with the opinion. Is it in accordance with the opinion of Admon? Admon. Wow. I never heard that name before. Admon. That's just mysterious. Admon. Let's see. He must be an Amora or something. Or Tana, maybe? Gematria's 101. Is this here? 101 is the number for this year. Admon. As we learned in the Mishnah in Ketubot 109a, with regard to one who contests ownership of a field, claiming that a field possessed by someone else actually belongs to him, and the claimant himself is signed as a witness on the bill of sale of the field to that other person. Admon says his signature does not disprove his claim of ownership of the property, as it is possible that the claimant said to himself, "The second person is amenable to me to deal with, as I can reason with him," while the first owner, who sold the field to the current possessor, is more difficult to deal with than he. And the rabbis say, he lost his right to contest, as he signed a bill of sale that states that the field belonged to the possessor. Rava's ruling appears to be in accordance with the individual opinion of Admon and not with the opinion of the rabbis. The Gemara explains, you may even say that Rava's ruling is in accordance with the opinion of the rabbis. There, in the case of the Mishnah and Ketubot, by signing the bill of sale, the claimant performed an action indicating that the field was not his for the benefit of the possessor of the field. But here, in Rava's case, there was no action, only speech, and a person is apt to casually say statements, and he does not lose his right by virtue of this. There was a certain person who said to another, "What do you want with this land of mine?" The possessor said to him, "I purchased it from so-and-so, and I worked and profited from it for the years necessary for establishing the presumption of ownership." The claimant said to him, "So-and-so is a robber who robbed me of the field, and he did not have the authority to sell it to you. The possessor said to him, but I have witnesses that you came to me at night, and you said to me, sell it to me, indicating that it is not your land. As if it were yours, you would have demanded that I return it to you without paying for it. The claimant said to him, I said to myself, let me purchase the benefit of avoiding my litigation in order to reclaim my land. Bava said, a person is apt to pay money to purchase the benefit of avoiding his litigation. There was a certain person, like settling out of court, I guess. There was a certain person who said to another, what do you want with this land? The thought dawned on me that these might not actually be real cases. They're just made-up cases. I'm thinking, that actually never happened. There was a certain person who said to another, what do you want with this land of mine? The possessor said to him, I purchased it from so-and-so, and then I worked and profited from it the years. Then I worked and profited from it for the years necessary for establishing presumption of ownership, indicating that he possessed it for 3 years. As this is the minimum number of years required for establishing the presumption of ownership. The claimant said to him, but I am holding a document stating that I purchased it from that seller 4 years ago. Therefore, if it was sold to you 3 years ago, as you claim, he did not have the authority to sell it at the time. The possessor said to him, do you maintain that when I said I profited from the land for the years necessary for establishing the presumption of ownership, that I was saying I worked and profited from the land for precisely 3 years? What I actually was saying was that I worked and profited from the land for many years and thereby established the presumption of ownership. Since my purchase predated yours, it was effective. Bava said it is common for people to refer to many years as years necessary for establishing the presumption of ownership, and his claim is accepted. The Gemara comments, and this matter applies only if he profited from the land for 7 years, so that presumptive ownership of this possessor preceded the document of that claimant.